Okay. So, thanks, Lauren. That's why I have you. So you can help me. So, I'm going to let you guys watch this again. I'm not sure of this young man's age. I'm not sure of his academic level. He could be collegiate. He could be, I'm not sure. He could be a late middle schooler. He could be a big middle schooler. He could be a high school student, 9th, 10th, 11th. We don't know. But what I want you to pay attention to is the content of the actual video.
I'm Marshawn Cook, and you know what it is, Black History Month. So let's play the guessing game. Guess what comedian and actor has his own show, and on that show says, "Get to stepping." A lot of you probably hollered out the right name, but if you didn't, this should help.
Get to stepping. What's up?
Many people may not know that Martin Lawrence isn't even from the United States. This comedian, actor, and scriptwriter was actually born in Frankfurt, Germany on April 16, 1965. Martin's father served in the U.S. military and left the family when Martin was 8 years old. As a teen, Martin loved boxing, but he was also a gifted comedian, so his teacher encouraged him to express his talent as a comedian. That night at the local comedy club, his career as a comedian was born. Martin did stand-up comedy for a number of years. Shortly after moving to California, Martin got a guest spot on the TV show What's Happening Now. This appearance led to his big break in television as the host of HBO's groundbreaking Def Comedy Jam. He soon moved into film acting, starring in hit movies such as Bad Boys and Big Mama's House. Martin also had his own sitcom called Martin. The show is still popular today, even though they are just reruns. Here are just some of the best moments on the show.
I'm a man, Gina. I'm a B.I. This is childish. I want you out. I don't even know why you're still here. Step. Oh, step. Yo, these your BADs?
Martin, what are BADs?
Big ass drawers. What's up? What's up? What's up? You're not in this establishment. You gonna give me one of these? No, you gonna get on out of here. You don't want me to call Otis.
Since then, Martin has starred in many other great movies like Blue Streak, Bad Boys 2, and College Road Trip. These movies were made successful because of him, as he made people laugh across the globe.
Okay, so, very short film, or clip, shouldn't call it a film. Very, very short clip, and I'm going to ask you a question after you've seen that. What is a synopsis?
A what?
A synopsis. So we talked about it last semester. We made some of them, we produced some of them, we've read some of them. So Javion said it's an idea. Anybody else have a guess? Dakota?
It's like a summary.
It's like a summary. What were you going to say, Mario?
I was saying like based off the video.
Or it might be.
Is it like a perspective or something?
Well, it is a summary, but Marielle took it a step further, so she's actually running with it. She's running. So she said based off of the video. So I'm asking you in relation to the video, I asked, what is the synopsis? So Dakota says, yes, it's a summary. So my next question, Marielle, is this a synopsis or a summary?
It's a work of history.
It's a work of history, but is it a synopsis or is it a summary?
I think it's
But is a synopsis and a summary the same thing?
No.
They not?
A synopsis is a fancy word for a summary in which they put on the back of a book.
Thank you. Give me some. Yes, a synopsis and a summary are the exact same thing. And I'm going to finish the week on telling you all, like, so Friday when I do that weekly wrap-up, so Faith, you weren't here. Oh, I knew I had one person. So on Friday, during our weekly wrap-up, so Ms. Royster usually does a weekly wrap-up where I try to bring things full circle. So the things that we have worked on, things we've viewed, we've talked about, I'll try to make them make sense for you. So that's what we spend our Friday on. So it would be more like viewing things that contribute to like the conversations that we had and stuff too. So yes, a synopsis and a summary are the exact same thing. Keep that word synopsis, and you'll see it over here on the sideboard. I want you to keep that in your mind throughout the week as we engage in more conversations and also some more reading. And I'm going to ask you to provide, of course, 2 examples of a synopsis / summary. But for the time being, again, you do have that article in front of you right now. But if you are curious of what's going to be taking place the rest of the week, again, here is your agenda. Something that I did a really bad job at pointing out to first hour, because it wasn't there yet, and second hour, because they were talking a lot, was this other board over here. So if any time this week, what was it, babe? Yep. So the thing on the side, like Ron said, that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all the way till Friday. If you're ever thinking like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing, it's right over there. So today you'll see for Monday, you're getting Article 1. All you're doing is reading it. Tuesday, we'll have that class collaborate, and then also some work time. So of course you should be doing some reading and some writing. So I just wanted to point that out because that's something different that I did for this time of teaching in comparison to last semester. So I don't want you all to get confused, but they're pretty similar. But again, this will let you know. So if you do know that you're going to miss anything this week, any days, I have some students who have said, hey, I'm not going to go, or I'm not coming to school on Friday because of spring break. If that is the case, if you look here on Friday, you'll see tests and summaries are due. I shouldn't say tests, and you'll see I changed my language on that board. It says assessment, but it also says no makeups. And when I said I changed it from test to assessment, that's because this is not a test that you have to do any studying, you know, out the book, on your own, memorize this or that. You all know how to do this. Like, it's something that you're not going to be thrown off with. How many people have taken ACT or SAT? Whether it was practice or it was for real, for real.
Everybody in this room.
Everybody in this room, just about. Or NWEA testing. So think in that sense when I say assessment. And also, you will get those points rewarded for it, but it's a lot more so for me, the teacher, so I can see how much of an impact. So again, that tab that I told you not to worry about, that impact is for me, to know what of an impact I'm making as your teacher. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah. You're so cute, girl. So, moving forward, I want you to focus your attention on the actual article that's in front of you. Can someone do me a huge favor? I don't know how big it is. Yes, babe. And read the caption. And I focus on caption. So I had a debate in first hour of what a caption was. So can someone read that caption underneath that photograph that you see there?
Like community schools
See? The caption. That's
the title.
Yeah, so.
on the Flint Journal / MSU building. A book and an owl suggested wise man.
Can I have one more person read it for me? Anybody?
Rebellion on the Flint Journal / MSU building. A book, an owl suggests a wise man.
Okay, so now that we've taken some of our attention to that piece of the document, that portion of the document, just reading that, what type of clues does that give us to what type of information we're going to be reading about or reading for? Because that's what we're doing. We're reading and writing for information this week. So, wisdom. So that symbolism of that picture that they said of an owl, of a book and an owl suggests a wise man. That suggests to us that we could be reading some information for or about, Dakota, say it one more time. Wisdom. What else could that suggest to us? A book and an owl and a wise man.
Asking questions.
Questions? So you said answering questions, babe?
Asking.
Asking questions. Here's a question. Where do we find books?
In the bookstore.
In the bookstore, the library. Where do the majority of you all
Walmart.
see books the most, or might read some books?
Barbershop.
What'd you say, babe?
Barbershop.
School. So maybe this is about school. And what do we attain when we come to school? So when we come to, what do we go to school for?
General education.
Education. So just from that photograph alone, when you start to pay some attention to the documents that you're actually reading, before you even start reading the words, you might find out what it's about. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. So moving forward, Flint Community Schools take action for New Year amid uncertainty and change. What does that say to you all?
They don't know what's gonna happen, but they know they need to change.
Okay, so we don't know what's going to happen, but